Hello and welcome back to the Humphrey Gymnasium, known by some as the Hump. We've got a great matchup today in the Greater Metro Conference between Brookfield East and your Marquette Hilltoppers. We have Mr. Murphy, my father, on the broadcast tonight as a guest. We're going to do some keys to the game. Brayden, can you tell us what the keys to the game and players to watch for Brookfield East are?
Yeah, one of the points is to get shots in transition because Brookfield East has size in the paint and good defensive guards that are going to make it hard to score once the defense is set. Second key point is three-point shooting. Marquette loves to shoot threes, and their wins have come from when their threes are falling. Player to watch, Leo Sanders. Marquette's biggest player is going to have to be big on the boards against Brookfield East, since Brookfield East has the size advantage. Second player to watch is Kristen Miller, Marquette's most dynamic scorer. We will need his slashing and shooting ability to hang in against a tough opponent.
And for the Brookfield East Spartans, they need to keep Marquette out of the paint since their offense comes from getting in the lane to score or kicking out for open threes and finding cutters. Also they need Max McMullen, their best scorer, is going to be out tonight, so that takes away one of my key points. Their third is play with energy, rebound from a lopsided loss to a good West Allis Central team, losing by 45 last game, so they're going to be amped to go for this game. Also, a player to watch is TJ Platts, first team all-conference as a junior and is having a stellar season so far. 18.6 points per game and 7.4 rebounds. That's going to do it for our pregame show. I'm Brennan Murphy, joined by Mr. Murphy and Brayden Engroff. We'll be back in 6.5 minutes for a national anthem. welcome back for prayer and national anthem here. Welcome back. We've got a good crowd on hand. It's Junior Hilltopper night in the Marquette Gymnasium. Brookfield East is coming off a big loss to West Dallas Central, while Marquette is running a 2-game winning streak, sporting a 4-8 record on the season. So hope they keep the momentum going here in this one. Here we are getting ready for tip-off. Brookfield East missing their star freshman, Max McMullen. Gonna need TJ Platts and Ronjay Horton to step up. Leo Sanders and Kuyenga to tip it off.
Before we get going here, just want to say thanks to the Hilltopper Media Collective for inviting me. Excited to be here with Brennan and Brayden here to watch this fun Tuesday night Greater Metro Conference matchup.
Platts takes Miller. Good defense, kicks it back out to Kuyenga. Horton jabs and drives. Long evolving possession. Platts launches a 3, and it's good. Good start for Brookfield East.
That was an impressive possession there. They moved the ball a ton. A lot of passing, made Marquette work on defense. A lot of screens away from the ball. Hopefully Marquette can respond here on their first possession of the game.
Guntram got there, got it tipped away. Miller swings it to Sanders. Schwabe looking to take the ball in. Nice move. Doesn't fall. Good board by Leo Sanders. Another layup that doesn't go.
That was a nice move by Schwabe. Went up and under, used his pivot foot. Hopefully we'll see those fall as the game goes on.
Platt's another three.
Ooh.
And it is no good. He was feeling it after the first one. No good.
Brennan, what do you know about Platts, the guy who's taking those first 2 shots?
Platts is averaging 18 points so far and 7 boards, so he's a big player for them. They're going to need him to get going. Sanders. Marquette. Sanders will throw it away. Thought Dorrington was going to keep coming up, but he looked to curl on a face cut.
Marquette came off on a rocky start. The 2 minutes they've played, Brennan's getting early 3.
Yeah, Brayden, we had a good opportunity to score on the first possession. Couldn't get it to fall, then a turnover on the second possession. Hopefully we can get something going on offense soon.
Platt spin move. Back out to Swall, no good. Marquette looking for quick offense. Nice pass. And that one will go away. Swall picked it up. Back to Kuyanga. Deflected by Schwabe, but he'll draw the foul. Kuyanga to the line to shoot 2.
Would have been nice to see Dorrington go up with that. I mean, I know he was a smaller guy amidst a bunch of taller players, but it seemed like he may have had some space to either go up or pump fake and go up rather than kick that out. But
yeah, he made a nice cut.
Yeah.
First free throw is good. Second one is no good. Picked up by Sanders. Gundrum into Schwabe. Marquette likes the early offense. They try to get it up very quickly.
Oh, nice cut.
Nice pass by Schwabe. Finds Gundrum for 3. Off the back iron.
It's a nice box out by Brookfield East there.
Platts with the mid-range. No good. Horton went flying in for the rebound. Gundrum pushes it up. Open 3 for Dorrington. No good. Rebound by Kuyanga.
It's a lid on the basket for Marquette through 4 minutes. Gotten some decent looks. Just need one to fall and kind of get rid of the nerves here.
Sanders got a little greedy there as Horton drove.
I think it's always interesting to see what teams do on these baseline out of bounds. See if they can do something creative to get a easy look. Marquette defended that pretty well there.
Horton sizing up Christian Miller, the bigger defender. And it'll be a loose ball picked up by Schwabe. Deflected by White. And White will get a chance on the other end. Nice jump stop to let 2 Marquette defenders fly by.
Too many turnovers early for Marquette. We've had some passes into the backcourt and some kind of weak eye-level chest passes that have gotten deflected. Hopefully we can get organized here on offense, get a bucket, get our confidence back. Unfortunately, there's another turnover with the travel.
Yeah, not going to happen there, but Marquette down 6-0. Not the start you wanted from this game, but plenty of time left. Marquette's defense has looked pretty good, I thought.
Yeah, we forced a couple turnovers and haven't really given up any open looks.
Yeah, just the tough 3 from Platts and then
free throws.
Yeah,
right?
free throws. Nice move there. Went up and under on Sanders. TJ Platts looking pretty good so far.
Yeah, that was a strong take.
Nice cut by Dorrington, nice find by Gundrum. get the first points of the ball game for Marquette.
Sometimes you just need that first basket to believe you can score and get rid of some of the nerves and start playing a little more free. Oh, there you go. Sanders steps in, takes a charge. Didn't get called, but forced that miss with his effort to cut that guy off.
Dorrington with a long three, no good.
We're going to need some of those to fall at some point.
Yeah, you saw last game at West Dallas Hale. The threes were falling, and it ended up with great success for Marquette, winning by over 20 points.
So you were here for the Hale game. I mean, this is a much tougher opponent, right?
This is a very much tougher opponent. Brookfield East leads the Greater Metro Conference at 7-1.
Yeah. So the looks we get are just going to be tougher and more contested than they were the other night.
Yeah.
But this is good offense for us. That's Miller
Wow.
going to the goal with a nice spin move.
What a spin move by Christian Miller. Created so much space for himself. Now a little offense for Marquette.
That seems to be Christian's game. Going to the goal. He's left-handed, which is just kind of hard to defend. Those guys have a way of slithering their way through defenses. Guys aren't used to guarding left-handed players, so they don't move as well, going to their right, and lefties can turn the corner. He did that right there, and then Marquette forces a turnover to maybe swing some momentum back our way here.
Yeah, as Marquette gets this turnover, they seem to be getting some momentum, get some buckets.
Yeah, definitely, Brayden. Things seem to be going our way here. A little more pep in our step. Looks like we got some subs in, Brennan. Who are these new faces for Marquette?
We've got Hohenwalter in and Michael Zarnecki in. Christian Miller, he's got those great moves inside, but you also got to respect him from the three-point line. What makes him so dangerous on offense. White, the sophomore. Good defense by Marquette.
Yeah, the defense has been solid. It's going to be a matter of whether anyone can stop this guy, and that's, well, he missed the layup there, but he got all the way to the goal. He seems to be getting to the goal whenever he wants, Platts.
Yeah, Platts is a great first step. Hohenwalter's three will hit the front of the rim and bounce in. You're going to need some breaks to beat a good team like Brookfield East.
Yeah, we'll take that. That was your backyard driveway hoop roll right there, where it hits every part of the rim and falls for you.
See what the call is here. Miller got hit in the face. Possession's not going to change. Got some subs. Owen Council and number 14, Eric Dusick, in for Brookfield East.
Another baseline out of bounds opportunity for Brook East. They go screen the screener here. Marquette switches and has no problem with it.
Zarnecki tipped it out of bounds. It'll stay with the Spartans. Council's three is no good.
Nice.
Zarnecki got tripped up, and it's going to go back to the Spartans.
That's too bad. We battled for the rebound. He was in good position, kind of did everything right there. Just tripped on his opponent, and it's back to Brookfield East.
Marquette's defended the inbounds play well. Council pops a three.
Council does not seem reluctant to let it fly.
Yeah, he likes to shoot it. They're going to call a flop on Council.
He's smiling, which makes me think he knows he flopped.
He did get hit by Zarnecki, and they usually fall down, so I've never seen a flopping call on that one.
You don't see that very often, do you, Brennan?
I don't. And I'm pretty reliable when it comes to that one, you know. Zarnecki.
Marquette's going to like some high post stuff here with Zarnecki at the foul line. Ooh.
Luke Gundrum's three gets tipped out.
Got to hustle back.
Rebound for East. Christian Miller fought through the screen a little too hard. Platts fell down, and that's a foul.
That's his first. We need to hope he doesn't pick up his second anytime too soon, because he's one guy who needs to be on the court for us. Miller, that is.
Yeah. Seawall, another three.
Woo.
No good, but
with all these deep threes, there are a lot of long rebounds. Marquette needs to make sure they're boxing out, even at the perimeter, so that they can pull down those long ones. Yeah, that's Schwabe's game right there, right?
Schwabe's got a nice left hand in the paint.
Yeah, good with those floaters.
Marquette's got a three-point lead. It'll force Brookfield East to call a timeout.
So, Brayden, that was a rough start for us, but boy, we've come storming back here and seem to have found our game with 9:43 left in the first half.
Yes, we have. We gained the momentum around the 4-minute mark, but with these last 2 minutes, both teams have gotten to a little bit of a stalemate, not scoring in like a minute and a half. But Marquette finally got 2 points up in the board, looking good for the Hilltoppers.
Yeah, it's looked good for Marquette. Defense, once it's gotten set, has been stellar. Only thing is, Platts, even if the defense is good and the help is there, he can just work his way through you easily.
Yeah, he's an impressive player. His footwork around the goal has been really good. I mean, did he hit a three?
He hit a three first possession.
All right, so he's hitting threes. He's getting to the goal. His footwork and his pump fakes are good. This makes you think he's going to get to the free throw line a bit. So Marquette's got its work cut out for him defending Platts. Otherwise, it seems like Brookfield East just has a number of guys who are looking to let it fly from deep when they're open.
Yeah, and they haven't fallen so far.
Right, fortunately for us.
It's been good closeouts, too, so Marquette doing a good job with that. Platts on Gundrum.
That's a size mismatch there for Brook East. Let's see if Luke can contain him. Oh.
He cannot.
Yeah.
Man, it was good help by Marquette, but
yeah, solid help.
Very nice finish.
He just adjusted in the air, and this dude's a good player. Oh, nice backdoor cut by Marquette. Schwabe finding Hohenwalter. Put it out in front of him.
Yeah, Hohenwalter's a nice off-ball guy. Loves to cut for Marquette. Love to have guys like that. Platts, another three, and it's good.
Looks like his foot is on the line, so that was two, but still, that was an impressive move.
Yeah, he's a tough player to stop. Schwabe maintaining his dribble. Oh, travel, I guess.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be a double dribble because the ball went back down.
Well, and they tipped it away, so I thought he had every right to pick it up and dribble again, but I guess the referees saw it differently there.
Platts up top. Finds Seawall. Ball movement by Brookfield East.
Yeah, a lot of screening away from Brookfield East. They're trying to occupy on the other side of the court so the guy with the ball can drive with less help staring at the ball. So they do a nice job of moving it, and there's a lot of action on their offensive half of the court.
White with the fadeaway. Money. White's done a nice job on defense, but that was some offensive flash there. Gundrum likes to shoot the three. They haven't fallen so far, 0 for 2. But he makes a nice pass to Schwabe. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds on the baseline. Unfortunate break from Marquette, but it looked like it was going to tip away anyway on the bounce pass. Brookfield East. Gotten guys on the paint, off-ball screens to get Platts going to the goal.
Yeah.
Canizzo, no good.
More good ball movement from Brookfield East there to get a high-quality three in the corner. Just didn't fall. I feel like Marquette's gotten lucky that Brookfield East hasn't hit some of these open threes.
Yeah.
On our end, I feel like we just need to reduce the number of turnovers and give ourselves a chance on offense. We'll be in better shape. A little more Christian Miller going to the goal. Would like to see that.
He's going to drive on Platts.
There it is.
Out to Briscoe.
Because if Miller drives, he doesn't have to be the one to shoot or score. He can just draw defense and kick to someone who's open and get him an open three.
Yeah, it's one of our keys to the game. By the way, Frank Briscoe checking in for the first time, and Leo Sanders checking back in. Sanders. Luke Gundrum. Nice pass to Briscoe. Put back by Sanders is good.
Yeah, nice ball movement by Marquette there. That was a nice find from Gundrum to Briscoe. Briscoe didn't finish, but Sanders there to clean up the offensive rebound. 2 points for the Hilltoppers. That's the second time Sanders has stepped in, almost taken a charge, and even though he didn't get the call, he forced that miss there.
Yeah, and with his size.
He did that earlier in the game, too.
With his size, just walling up is huge. Call blocking foul on Luke Gundrum.
That could have gone the other way.
Grant Kuyenga back in. Also, Liam Minasali checking in for the Hilltoppers. He tips it away. Ooh, like to see that feisty defense as he gets in.
Comes right in, immediately makes a play and creates a turnover. Nice job by Minasali.
Minasali a guard, but the last play against West Allis Hale, he threw down a dunk. Here he is inside.
Here he is going to the goal. Got to be strong with it. A lot of hands in there. Marquette's got to sprint back.
They're going to call travel. I think Brookfield, he stood up with the ball and dribbled. Not a call you saw at the end of the JV game. Marquette's going to run their inbounds play. You can do a screen instead of a pop out. I like that better.
Yeah.
Just gets the guy that's popping up more opening.
Yeah, that pop to the top is dangerous.
Especially with the varsity basketball's athleticism. That pass is easily tipped.
Yeah. Here he comes.
Platts with another mid-range. Man, he's a force. And he'll go to the line to shoot one more. Marquette still maintaining the lead, though. 15-14. This might tie it up. Harrison Schwabe back in for Zarnecki.
So we've pretty much seen it all from Platts. A catch and shoot three, a nice drive to the goal with some up and under, and then right there the pull-up jumper and one from about 12 feet. Marquette's going to have their best defenders on him, have a lot of help coming his way, and make someone else on this team beat us, because this guy's a handful.
Yeah, him and McMullen are a lethal duo, but without McMullen, they're more one-dimensional. So maybe Marquette can focus in more on Platts, bring double teams maybe. Marquette's going to travel there. The turnovers have been an issue so far.
Yeah. I don't know if that was a coincidence or by design, but they just doubled Miller on that drive. I wonder if their scouting report is saying when he gets into the lane, multiple people need to go to him. I mean, he's clearly our best offensive weapon. So I wouldn't be
Seawall's three is way off the mark.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's not the last time we see Christian get doubled with the ball in his hands.
Minasali, the point guard for Marquette. On-ball pressure by Damian White. Got too greedy that they're going to call foul. Brookfield East is in the bonus now, by the way. So they'll be shooting for the rest of the 509. Offense is stalled for Marquette. See what they can get going here.
Yeah, looks like we've got some kind of design play
Maybe got to
in action here.
throw it up.
Another one.
Another travel.
That was a legit travel. The last couple I'm not sure I really saw, but that was indeed a travel. He picked up his pivot foot before he went anywhere. Feels like when we've gotten shots, we've scored. It's the turnovers that are a problem. See if we can clean that up going forward. But defensively, we're doing a nice job. We're right there.
Ronjay Horton's three.
I like Zarnecki's effort on the defensive glass. Every time a shot goes up, he's rushing in there. He's pushing people around. He's going hard for the ball. You need guys like that.
Yeah. Another set play. Got Miller in the black back door. And it's going to be an easy reverse layup. You can run that every time. Brookfield East has been applying pressure, crossing the read line. That backdoor cut's going to be open.
Zarnecki again with the effort on the defensive glass.
Yeah, when Marquette gets cuts and looks, they'll almost always make
Yeah, the field goal percentage is looking pretty good right now.
Yeah. Good defense by Marquette on the out-of-bounds play.
And Marquette communicates switches and when to fight through really well.
Yeah, they're doing a good job. Another Zarnecki defensive rebound. It's a nice defensive possession by Marquette. Here comes Schwabe on the drive. Beautiful.
And still going up with that left hand. It's so strong. Fought through the contact.
Yeah, I thought it almost could have been an and one there.
And he'll get the steal on the other end.
Let's do it again. There it is.
Comes through. Blocking foul by Davian White. Hard fall for both of them.
Harrison's down, but he looks like he's okay. He went for that steal 1 or 2 possessions ago and just missed it.
Yeah.
Gambled it then again there. Got his hand on it, gets the steal, gets fouled going down, shooting 2.
And I'm fine with him gambling on those passes, especially because Brookfield East has not shot it well so far. And if it's not Platts is the only one that's been able to get downhill and actually score. The others have been missed threes all around. Schwabe knocks down them both. Marquette holding a 4-point lead. This is going to be a hard-fought game.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you're Marquette, you're thrilled at how this has gone so far. That's the toughest shot. That's the toughest shot we've forced him into, and he still makes it. Platts.
Yeah, man, TJ Platts. Got Miller to jump out, and then he just stepped in for a little floater. Gundrum gets it tapped away.
Another Marquette high turnover. I mean, some of this is Brookfield East's defensive pressure and their ability to help. Gundrum tried to drive there, got surrounded by 3 people on the baseline, just too many hands, too many bodies in the lane, and he winds up getting it tipped away. Mismatch down low here. Let's see what happens.
Huyenga.
Ooh, Luke Gundrum stays strong, but he did.
Gundrum went straight up.
I think he did slap at him before he went straight up. I think that was a good call.
The advantage is always with the bigger man in the post.
Yeah.
Guard can go straight up, but they always want to hack early when they can tap it away. It's just a lose-lose situation. So the help from the hole's got to be there for Marquette, especially when you have a mismatch like that.
It's always interesting watching big guys shoot free throws.
Yeah,
you know?
some are smooth, some are very not smooth.
That first one from Kuminga looked fairly smooth. I mean, it was short, but he didn't look awkward. He looked confident. Yeah, that was soft.
Knocks down the second one.
Another nice backdoor cut. This time by Hohenwalter.
And that's the key, getting the ball in the paint. Leads to open shots off the rotation.
Yeah.
Nothing got there from Marquette, but they still have the ball. Minnesali driving on Horton.
Good ball movement from Marquette here. It's been stuck on the left side of the floor. Let's see if they can get it reversed, get something going a different direction.
Schwabe loses it. Marquette was just forcing it to that left side.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we have 3 left-handed players on the court right now, so that was a big part of it. But at some point, it needs to go to the other side of the floor. The defense is just all loaded up on that side.
Yeah, if you keep pushing that way, then the defense doesn't have to move. Schwabe with a 3. Follows his miss.
Great effort on the follow there. See if he can do something strong from the post here.
Left-handed floater, in and out. Tough miss. Horton, his first bucket of the game. Undersized guard, but he's averaging 14.7 points per game. Marquette's done a good job with him. Gets the steal, though. Zarnecki tried to cut in for the steal. Throws Horton off. That's the Marquette High basketball philosophy. Instead of going up for a big block, likely to draw a foul, you cut in to try to tap the ball away. And even if you miss, then it throws off the guy driving.
Yeah, that was a pretty impactful 45 seconds from Horton there. He got his nice drive and finish, then he forced the turnover on Minnesali, but now Marquette's forced a turnover. Let's see if we can make him pay.
We do not. Errant pass by Schwabe. Seawall with the Euro step and transition. That's too easy for Brookfield East. Now they're up 3 with just under a minute to go in the first half. Marquette's got to be stronger with the ball. It's gonna be a foul on Brookfield East, but the ball's just been flying around to the floor. Brookfield East picked up 2 now for buckets. Minnesali's been bottled up.
Another nice backdoor cut on a design play. That was a nice leading pass by Minnesali to find Miller there. That's like the 3rd or 4th time we've gotten them on one of those.
Yeah.
I'd be surprised if those are working in the second half.
Yeah, Hohenwalter with 2. Christian Miller with 2 of them.
Because this Brookfield East coach is going to be talking about that at halftime, I have no doubt.
Yeah, Joe Rux has led them to a good season so far. 13-2.
Yeah, they're clearly a very talented and impressive team. We are right there with them, though. And you got to think, if we can just cut down on the turnovers a bit, there's no reason we can't compete with these guys the whole way.
Canizzo finds Horton at the top. Platts with isolation on Miller.
Oh, Zarnecki with some great early help there.
Yeah, even just showing double team on Platts is going to get you good stuff. And there's Christian Miller with the transition.
Let's get a stop here and go in up 1.
Marquette with a little quick 4-0 run. Quickly responded with an and 1 by Horton.
I'm not sure Horton did anything the first 16 minutes of this half, and then all of a sudden, he's causing us all kind of problems.
Yeah, he's wreaking havoc down there. Picking up ball full court.
Yeah.
And he's finished around way bigger defenders.
Let's see if we can push this up the court in the final 5 and get something here. Let's go.
Would love to go into half with the lead. Miller chucks a wild 3. Well, Marquette still happy to be down only 2, especially with the 30-point blowout last time against the Brookfield East Spartans. We're going to take a break for halftime. We'll be back with a little halftime show. Get ready for the second half. welcome back. Brayden, what do you think Marquette needs to do to succeed more in the second half? They're down 2. What do they need to win this game?
The three-point shooting has not been great this game. They've only had like 1 or 2 fall, like a bunch of shots missed. So I'd say definitely they need to make their threes. They need to keep possession when they have it under the hoop, and not foul. They've fouled a lot when East has drove in, and they just need to contain, keep them out.
Yeah, I think those are all good points. The fact that we're only down 2 despite missing a bunch of threes and having a bunch of turnovers has us in a pretty good position.
Marquette's getting started back up. Put it over there.
Marquette opened the second half with a nice set play that resulted in a layup for Leo Sanders. So we got a tie ball game here at 26.
Yeah, Leo Sanders was one of our players to watch. He's had a few putbacks, and also if you get him going to the goal, he can use his size against Brookfield East. Seawall has shot a bunch of them. None of them have fallen. Offensive board by Kuyenga, and you can't let that happen.
Yeah, Marquette needs to box out and get the rebound.
Platts with a powerful rebound. Back up to Horton. Platts tried to draw the foul. It's going to be Brookfield East ball still.
It's a quick timeout to start at this early point in the second half. Coach Rux must really want to draw up something in particular here on the baseline.
Yeah, they've run one inbounds play, and Marquette's spotted it out both times.
Yeah.
So, looking for a little creativity.
So nice opening possession from Marquette to get that layup on the set play, but the last 2 possessions have been kind of rough. I mean, Platts got to the goal, kicked it out for a wide open 3. We kind of lucked out that he missed it in the corner, but we didn't box out hard enough to secure the rebound. They get the putback, and then we were kind of out of control and turned it over on the other end. Gonna have to play a little smarter, a little tougher to stick with this good Brookfield East team. That's another missed 3 for them. Great rebound by Schwabe. Kicks it out, gets it up ahead to Sanders for the easy put in.
That's a great job by Sanders. Gets his feet set, takes the smaller defender.
It was also a great outlet pass by Schwabe, huh? To get that defensive rebound, kept it high, got it out quick, and we were out on a 2-on-1 before you knew it.
Yeah, that's what Marquette likes to do. They want to get the ball up quick so they can score in transition.
Yeah.
Horton. Kuyenga's got Damian White. Horton thought about the behind-the-back pass. He's got Sanders on him. He gets by him. Behind. Miller, nice pass to Schwabe. Up and he went up, took it under for the layup.
Another great transition bucket from Marquette. It was almost a turnover. Luke Gundrum almost got it tipped away, but we got it up ahead. Great pass from Christian Miller to Schwabe for that nice reverse layup. And our student section's coming alive.
Yeah, Marquette's got the lead, gets this crowd into it. Marquette's defense has looked good this second half.
We checked with expert scorekeeper Mr. John Parsons at halftime and learned that Platts had 13 of their 26 points in the first half. Problem is they got Horton.
Yeah, Horton hadn't gotten going, so dual threat there. He's impressive. He's skinny, short, but he finishes through contact with much larger defenders. And he's just a pest on defense, so annoying player to play against for Marquette.
Yeah, definitely.
Marquette trouble getting the ball in. Sanders chucks it across the court. That's going to be a foul on Sewall.
It was a bit of a dangerous pass. We might have gotten bailed out a bit right there.
Yeah. So Marquette's going to do the same inbounds play.
Yeah, similar set. Let's see if they do something a little different. So they throw it to the top. Whoop. And just a quick dump into Miller. That's going to be on the floor.
Yeah.
But that was a pretty crafty inbounds play to get him that open look so close to the goal. It's a nice pass by Schwabe. He zipped that thing in there.
Yeah, and also similar setup to the other one. So it's catch the other team off guard. They think they know what you're doing, and then whole different play. Finds a guy wide open.
Looks like Miller has a bloody nose and is off on the side getting seen by the trainer. So Hohenwalter has subbed in for him.
Luckily, bloody noses aren't things to keep you out of the game. Marquette's going to need Christian Miller.
Yeah, that is definitely true.
Hohenwalter, that three is good in front of the bench and student section. A pause. Momentum stopper for Marquette. I think there was some blood on the floor from Miller's bloody nose.
Yeah. That was a big shot from Hohenwalter. I'm not sure he had attempted a shot yet. You know, it's always one of those things where if you haven't shot much in the game and then you find yourself open, there might be some uncertainty as to whether you should let it fly, but he did not hesitate there.
Yeah, it's all about
Sanders found him out of the high post. I've liked that high post action that they've run a couple times. It's just something different.
They caught Sanders reaching in on Horton.
Yeah, Horton's causing more discomfort with
Yeah,
his athleticism and his
so
speed.
quick. He's so quick, you get guys scrambling to catch up.
Yeah. On a ball screen there, you got a bigger, kind of slower-footed guy, and Sanders switching onto him. That's a tough matchup. Luke Gundrum did a good job there, keeping Horton in front.
Luke Gundrum, usually one of their main scorers, yet to score in this game, and Flats found room in the middle, mid-range jumper.
It's more of that high post stuff, this time to Zarnecki.
Nice save by Hohenwalter.
Yeah, good hustle by Gundrum to make himself available to come get that ball.
Gonna pop it into Zarnecki.
Okay.
See what he can do here. Spin move,
Oh, that's
left-handed,
nice.
very nice.
I didn't know he had that in his game, Brennan.
Yeah, he seemed more of a rebounder and passer to me, but
Yeah.
these guys all got a bag. And that pass didn't have enough speed on it to get out of bounds, saved by Huwenga.
Yeah, it's almost too bad he didn't have some juice on that pass, or else it would have been out of bounds. Good job by Gundrum stepping in and again forcing that miss. He didn't get a charge, but he forced that miss by stepping in.
Yeah, and with Horton, you just got to go up. You just got to go straight up because he's not going to be able to finish over your big body. But when you start hacking him, he's going to be able to draw a foul. And there's Zarnecki drawing the foul. He'll go back to the line. Marquette's got a 3-point lead.
Again, that high post stuff got Gundrum that curl. So Zarnecki screened Gundrum's man. Gundrum curled it. They fed Gundrum, and then Zarnecki rolled, and Luke Gundrum made a really nice pass to him to get him this. Get him these two shots at the foul line.
By putting Zarnecki at the top, about the free throw line, then it opens up the paint, the lower paint.
Yeah.
Marquette hasn't gotten much going downhill in the first half, but that opens things up for cutters from the corner.
Exactly, yeah. We have good athletes, but so do they. So we're not just going to blow by them off the dribble super easily. So these high post offensive sets have just been a different way to get guys open going to the goal, and they've worked so far in this second half. Helped us build this 5-point lead. That was good defense by Zarnecki.
Huyenga hadn't seen him make a move. That was his first one. Couldn't get the mid-range. Hohenwalter. Zarnecki sets an off-ball screen for Gundrum for the open three. In and out.
Who else but Zarnecki on the offensive rebound with the kick out to Miller.
Miller hits the three. Puts Marquette up 8. And just good shots all around from Marquette. And if you clean up the offensive glass, there's going to be open shots. And Miller knocked that one down.
Crowds come alive here for Marquette. Platts from 3. That's the first shot he's missed in a long time. See if Marquette can capitalize here.
Schwabe had it knocked from behind. He'll lose it.
Horton out of control. Good defense by Gundrum. Should be 2 points for Marquette here. Go up strong.
And 1. Never mind, it's a travel.
Man,
I'm not sure if I agree with that one, but he may have shuffled his feet on the spin move.
Harrison Schwabe hasn't been able to catch a break with these travel calls. Some of them have been correct, but some of them have been close. He's playing well, though. Like, we need that aggressiveness going to the goal, and he brings that. So he needs to keep doing that, and he'll keep getting opportunities at the basket.
Platts gets the switch back to Zarnecki. Brookfield East continuing to move the ball on the perimeter. Gets counsel for an open 3. Off the back iron. Rebound to Hohenwalter. Schwabe takes it in.
Go strong.
Another travel. Man, some refs are just stricter on the travel than others. These ones have not let it go.
I think he did shuffle there.
Yeah, you see some guys with like 2 steps and then the big jump stop.
Well, and sometimes the jump stop then turns into the shuffle.
Yeah. That's Casperson. First minutes off the bench, knocks down a 3.
It was only a matter of time before they hit one of those. I feel like we've been fortunate with how many open 3s they've missed. They were going to hit one at some point. Let's just hope they don't heat up too much. Brayden, what have you liked from Marquette during this second half?
I like their ability to drive to the hoop. These last few plays, they got unlucky with the foul and travel calls they've gotten. I also like their defense in the last couple minutes, shutting East out.
Yeah.
Platts with a mid-range jumper, man. It's almost like he's unstoppable. He can just rise above you when he's in the mid-range, and then he can finish around anybody in the paint.
Yeah,
he's also hit the 3, just dynamic score.
Yeah, the variety of ways that he can score has been impressive.
Schwabe gets downhill, and he'll draw the foul. 2 shots. Marquette looking to pull an upset here. Marquette near the bottom of the Greater Metro Conference. Brookfield East at the top.
So junior Ethan Orr is set to check in for Schwabe if he makes this free throw. Ethan, this will be his first minutes of the game, but I know he's a player that plays with a lot of effort and energy. It'll be interesting to see what he brings here for Marquette.
Yeah, it's going to be a new offense for Marquette. Schwabe's been running things.
Probably good to sub him out, though. He's been playing very hard. He's had a couple of unfortunate turnovers. Good time to get him a breather and a sip of water and get him rested for the final 6-7 minutes of this game. Platts again.
Yeah, I think Miller did hack him there.
Yeah. Thankfully, only 2 fouls on Christian. He's such an important player. Marquette's going to need him for the entirety of this second half.
Yeah. Also draws the attention off of our shooters.
Yeah.
Open threes.
Brookfield East just continues to run this offense with a lot of screen away.
Council's shot a bunch of them this game. And that is, he's going to deflect it off Hohenwalter. Way to follow his own miss.
That was good hustle from Council to follow and make that happen. It was good defense by Hohenwalter and a decent box out.
Casperson, his second shot of the game, made his first. That one didn't fall.
Good defense from Marquette. Let's see if they can get a good possession here to grow this lead to either 6 or 7.
Brookfield East forced the turnover. Marquette still maintaining the lead, but momentum has definitely shifted back to the Spartans.
Good job by Gundren to cut off the baseline there, but the ball just goes back to Platts, and he's looking to operate.
They find Council in the paint. Back to Seawall for the three. No, sir.
Both teams struggling to find any kind of rhythm from 3.
Gundren gets inside.
It was a good take. That should be a block. Good job.
2 shots.
That was the correct call. 2 shots for Gundren. Schwabe got his quick sip of water and breather, and he's now back in the ball game for Hohenwalter. Marquette's got one of their bigger lineups on the court now. Got Zarnecki, Miller, Schwabe, Orr.
Luke Gundren knocks down the first. And the second one is no good. Konitsa.
Man, that just rimmed out, but no one there for Marquette on the box out.
Yeah, you saw 2 guys crash the boards, and then ball slipped out to the Brookfield East. Lucky bounce.
There's another open 3-point opportunity for Brookfield East that they couldn't convert on. Zarnecki with a nice take there. Probably needed to come to a jump stop and do something strong, but
yeah, same move he pulled earlier.
Yeah, fortunately though, out on Brookfield East, Marquette's ball for a baseline out of bounds.
Man, Brookfield East has turned up the defensive intensity. Marquette's been quiet on offense here since Luke Gundren got to the free throw line. They're going to need to get it back going for these final 7 minutes, 50 seconds. Horton comes off the ball and gets the right-handed layup. And that was too easy.
Marquette's
got the dribble handoff.
Marquette's lead cut to 1 here.
Zarnecki gets it stripped, but Schwabe deflects it.
Great effort by Schwabe to then flip it back to Gundren. Nice pass.
Nice pass. Orr's got to secure it.
All right.
They were hacking him from all sides.
Yeah, it's a foul on Brookfield East. So that's the 7th foul on them, huh, guys?
That's huge.
Puts
Yeah.
us in the 1-1. Which is good for us. Of course, you got to convert these, because missing the front ends of 1-1 are really brutal in a close game, right? They're almost the equivalent of a turnover, so these become really important free throws. And Ethan Orr just coolly steps to the line and swishes that. Which again is tough if you haven't shot yet in the game, right?
Yeah.
Do you think he maybe took a couple shots at halftime? But
Yeah.
otherwise, he has hardly shot a basketball in an hour and a half, and you're in this spot. And he drills both. Those were big.
George Dorrington, who started the game, hadn't checked back in. He'll get back in. Ethan Orr gets a standing ovation here.
Yeah, he gave them some great minutes there. I'd like to see him get back in this game.
Yeah.
At some point in the final stretch.
Platts gets inside.
That's a push off. Did not call it. I mean, he's driving middle, using that right arm to just throw the guy out of there.
Zarnecki tried to find Miller downhill. Gundrum gets it tapped away. Marquette's lead has dwindled to 1. Gundrum, no good.
We got to sprint back here. This guy's going to push.
Council, another 3. And you knew that one was going in. He had shot a lot of them. None of them had fallen. But that's the biggest shot Brookfield East has hit all game. Forces a Casey Kovaleski timeout.
Seemed like that was a good time for a timeout. We hadn't called one yet today. We had started to kind of press on offense. Felt like the momentum was swinging a bit back toward Brookfield East. But there's really no reason to press offensively. There's so much time left. 6:19 is an eternity here.
Yeah, especially a Loctite game. You know?
Yeah. So I think this is a good timeout. You kind of get the 5 guys in you want in. You can draw something up offensively or emphasize your priorities on offense and hopefully calm everybody down and get a high-quality shot on this possession. Something going to the goal, perhaps. Maybe get Christian Miller or Schwabe going hard to the goal, get him to the free throw line.
Yeah, Brookfield East has a smaller lineup, and Platts playing the center.
Yeah. We're kind of back in that high post set, running it through Zarnecki with screens away.
Gundrum, an open 3. Not that one. He's been cold tonight.
Yeah. I like how he catches it and shoots it with confidence, but he just hasn't been able to find his stroke tonight. That's all right. There are going to be plenty of opportunities in these final 6 minutes.
Platts in the post.
Yeah.
That's a foul. Marquette, their 5th foul. Mark Zarnecki's giving him good minutes, but he'll take a breather. George Hohenwalter checking in.
All right, good stop for Marquette there. They're pushing the pace a bit. Ooh, nice drive
Nice
and
pass
find.
by Hohenwalter.
Yes.
That's a huge bucket right there. Ties this game at 46. With 5.5 minutes to go. Schwabe gambled there.
Yeah.
Casperson kicks it out to Horton.
Got to pull down a rebound. Good shot.
3 off the mark, draws the foul.
Nice, and that's going to send Miller to the line for a 1-and-1 on the other end.
Yeah, just fight for those boards. Christian Miller high pointed that ball, and forced Brookfield East to hack him.
Yeah. And that was a good defensive possession for us. I feel like getting Horton to take a rushed, contested three is what we want, right? We don't want him going to the goal. We don't want Platts with the ball in his hands.
Yeah.
Get in.
Get in there. Nice friendly roll to earn Marquette a point and another chance for another one. Marquette has a 2-point lead there.
Converting on these 1-and-1s is so huge. Like Ethan Orr hitting those 2 shots a couple minutes ago, Christian hitting those 2 shots right there. I mean, that's 4 points. We're going to need those points down the stretch.
Horton
right?
wipes it away.
Because if you miss the front end of that 1-and-1, it's almost like a wasted possession.
Exactly.
That was a little too easy for Horton there, though.
Yeah. Yeah, his looks have been very contested, but that one he got open and nice job banking it in.
Well, I think we have lucked out in the quality of this game. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Brayden? This has been a nice, tight game. And I think the last time these teams faced off, Marquette lost in pretty lopsided fashion. So it's great to see us bounce back, play a competitive game, and be right there in the final 5 minutes.
Yep.
Try to go get this victory.
Make sure to tune in February 5th for another basketball matchup against Sussex Hamilton, and February 20th against Brookfield Central. Both solid teams. Going to be competitive games for Marquette. Gundrum, open 3, knocks it down, his first of the night. Puts Marquette back up 3. Brookfield East looking for quick offense. Council misses a 3. It's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow favors the Spartans.
If I'm Brookfield East, I'm good with Council shooting like when he's open in the flow of a possession.
Yeah.
But like, if I have Platts on my team, I'm running every possession through him, and then he can feed Council once all the attention goes his way. But Council just jacked that thing up early in a possession with a hand in his face. He hardly drew iron, and then Marquette gets to go the other way. Gets a nice fast break opportunity. Now Schwabe's going to the line for 2. It's like shot selection matters so much. With 4-5 minutes left in the game, you're down 3. I don't know.
Yeah.
If I'm Brookfield East, I'm running that possession through my absolute best player. And if it then results in a kick out to Council for 3, then great, right? He seems like he can shoot the ball a little bit. But like, no high school kid should be jacking that ball up that early in the possession with someone all over him.
Yeah.
Not in that situation.
Yeah, I think he's used to more open 3s.
Right.
McMullen and Platts drawing more attention, but
Yeah, and
Marquette's been on him.
so now Marquette's up 5, right? Man,
That looked like a extension of the arm from Platts, but
Right.
Marquette is gonna.
every time he drives middle, he's taking one of those arms and pushing somebody off of him.
Yeah.
The refs haven't called it yet, but I think they might be getting close to making that call at some point.
Yeah.
Because it's pretty obvious to everyone in the gym what he's doing. He's hard enough to guard as it is, like that.
Didn't push off there.
No.
Gets to the rack for a chance for a 3-point play. Marquette's got to clamp down on him if they want to win this game.
Kovaleski's probably wondering where the help was on that one.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, the best player on the other team has the ball in his hands. Everyone should be fully to help and ready to greet him outside the lane if he drives. But he got there. He got there with no resistance from the rest of our defense.
That free throw will tie this game with 4 minutes to go. A lot of lead changes and ties in this second half. Michael Zarnecki checking back in for Dorrington. Guntram in the corner, guarded by Garcia. Risky pass. Owen Welcher secured it.
Marquette showing some patience here. Let's just see if they can maintain possession, get a high-quality shot. There you
Nice
go.
pass by Schwabe.
Fine.
Miller open layup. That is exactly what Coach Kowaleski wants.
That was a great possession. That was a nice find by Schwabe, and then Christian is just so under control when he catches the ball around the goal. He's strong, he doesn't panic.
He doesn't get out of control with the spin move.
No. But
Comes into a jump stop and goes up strong.
But Brookfield East and Horton just immediately respond. Oh, great
Nice
backdoor
cut by
cut.
Zarnecki. Another backdoor layup. Puts Marquette up 4.
Man.
He's done the dirty work tonight for Marquette.
Oh, nice. So Gundram forced a jump ball on Horton there, and that's possession to us.
Christian Miller taking his time, getting the ball up.
Yeah. I'd like to see Marquette have another kind of patient possession with a fair amount of ball movement, and then if you can hit Christian or Harrison Schwabe going toward the goal. Looks like Kowaleski sensed that possession might be unraveling.
Yeah, coach didn't like what he saw there.
Used another one of his timeouts.
Good timeout.
So they get 1 point. You said Mark.
That's Mike.
I don't know, but you got it.
I know it. This game will come down to the final 2 minutes, 34 seconds. Marquette up 4. Marquette is thrilled to be in this position. So is the crowd.
Yeah, Marquette has played great. We must be shooting a really high percentage. I feel like we've played pretty good, strong defense. We just need to have some good, solid offensive possessions in this next minute or so and see if we can maybe grow this lead to 6 or 7, right? So no turnovers here, just keep the ball moving, and then at some point you want Miller or Schwabe catching it with some space to go to the rim and either finish with their left hand or get fouled.
Long possession here.
Yeah, just keep moving it. There's no shot clock out here. Just keep moving the ball until you get something good. But you got to be strong with it, right? No turnovers. Be patient.
That's not it. Platt's open layup. Narrows the lead to 2. 1 possession game for Brookfield East. Marquette in desperate need of a bucket. A nice long possession would be awesome here. It's going to be a foul on Horton.
Yeah, they hit Zarnecki in the high post. You could tell he wanted to hit Christian Miller on a cut to the goal, but there were just so many hands and bodies in the way. Fortunately, they called a foul on the floor on Brookfield East, and so now we're in the double bonus, right? So Zarnecki's shooting 2.
Yeah, 10 fouls for the Spartans. Zarnecki missed the first. Marquette's been good from the line tonight. Rare miss there.
Yeah, it was a solid looking stroke. It was just a bit short. Let's see if he can make an adjustment here.
In and out. Lead will stay at 2. For the lead, Garcia. Not close, but Brookfield East secures the rebound.
We need help.
Platts with the mid-range, no good.
Good job.
First mid-range I've seen him miss tonight, comes in a big spot. Great board by Harrison Schwabe. Somebody's got to get it.
Great
Guntram
pass.
gets fouled in the push from behind. Great pass by Schwabe. That bounce pass went a long way.
Yeah.
Thread the needle.
You know, Schwabi's had some turnovers tonight, but he's also thrown a number of very nice bounce passes on exactly those kind of cuts.
Gundrum knocks down the first. And he gets the second one as well.
Big free throws there. 2-possession game now.
Platts takes Miller. Pops a three. Off the front iron.
Good box out by Hohenwalter. Now he's going to rip it out.
For that rebound.
Oh!
Oh, jump.
Oh!
All right. Possession arrow.
That's a bad call. I mean, Brookfield East never got their hands on that ball for any length of time. They slapped at it. They certainly hit Hohenwalter on the arm 3, 4, 5 times.
Yep. Hand may have touched the ball, you know.
Yeah. And unfortunately, it's possession arrow to Brookfield East.
Yeah, but still credit to George Hohenwalter. He fought for that rebound and really
Yeah.
great job.
Yeah, he did everything you're supposed to do there. Maybe you try to get rid of it, but he's getting harassed by 2 guys. That 3 that Platts just took was really the only shot he's taken tonight that didn't seem under control, that seemed kind of desperate.
Yeah.
See if we can force him into another one of those.
He's
right?
taken some tough shots, but the ones he's wanted and knocked him down. Brookfield East feeling the walls closing in.
Yeah,
With 45 seconds to go, down to a team you beat by 31 last game.
yeah, but this is still a lot of time, and they have possession, and both teams are in the bonus, so this could be a long 47 seconds here. I think what we have going for us is that we've got the possession arrow after this inbound.
Man, nice inbounds play, and one.
Yeah, that was a beautifully drawn up inbound where we got confused on the switch, leaving Platts wide open. We try to recover, we foul him, and one.
Platts' free throw. He gets the roll.
We're going to be facing pressure here. Got to get this ball in. There you go.
Good to get Gundrum the ball.
Yeah, and so I think
Especially this big
Brookfield
lineup.
East is just going to, try to pressure us into a turnover at some point in the next 15 seconds or so. Then they'll look to foul.
Nice cut by Zarnecki.
That's a foul.
That's a foul.
That is a
Man,
man. He got tackled. Thankfully, it's still Marquette high ball with a 1-point lead, 31 seconds left. Baseline out of bounds for us. Again, I think Brookfield East tries to force a turnover in the first 10, 15 seconds of this possession. Then they're just going to look to foul. I'd probably foul Zarnecki just because he's our biggest guy and doesn't really shoot from the outside. That's the last guy I'd foul, but that's good news for Marquette that it's Gundrum going to the line.
Marquette's going to pull back the defense. These will be 2 huge free throws to make sure they can only tie it up with a 3, not take the lead.
You can tell Luke is confident at the free throw line. I mean, there was no hesitation there. Soft off the front of the rim and got the roll.
And he gets
Boom.
the second one, too. Great job by
Very
Luke
nice.
Gundrum.
Yeah. He didn't really score or hit any shots in the first half. I mean, he did help kind of control the ball and handle the ball for us, but I feel like in the second half he's been big. He hit that 3 in the corner. He's now hit 4 for 4 from the line. He's helped just possess the ball against their pressure. He's thrown some nice passes. He's done a nice job.
He's been the protagonist of the Marquette offense.
Look at all those junior Hilltoppers up in the crowd. Are they paying attention to this game, Brennan? Or are they
I don't know.
getting-
This
or-
is more of a bleacher hangout.
Are they throwing Skittles at each other?
Maybe both.
If there's any game to actually watch and pay attention to, though, I think this is the one.
Yeah.
Love seeing all the freshmen in the student section. There's a Benji Sotelo Camacho sighting over there. Max Meyer, Charlie Stengel, AJ Olson. All right, 18 seconds left here. Can Marquette lock in? Force
Luke
a miss,
Gundrum, ball,
force a miss,
ball
get
pressure.
get a defensive rebound and end this thing.
Platts with the mid-range. It's blocked by Miller. Huge block.
Be strong, Luke. Come back to the ball. Okay. Hohenwalter kind of wisely calls for timeout with Gundrum in a little bit of trouble in the backcourt. You know, the nice thing about that timeout is it resets the 10-second clock. I don't know if we were on the verge of getting a 10-second call there. Probably not. There are only 3 seconds left in the game.
Yeah.
So what needs to happen here, Brennan?
Brookfield East needs to get a steal off this inbounds or a quick foul and hope Marquette misses the free throws.
Yeah.
It's low probability, but definitely possible. Marquette needs to keep their guard up.
Yeah, Marquette just needs to get this ball inbounded, and they need to be strong with it, draw a foul. Then they'll be shooting 2 at the other end. What you can't have is a 5-second violation. I think I just saw the scorekeeper indicate that Marquette has one more timeout if they need it. So that's always nice to have that just in case. So your inbounder, once he gets to like a 3 or 4 count in his head, he can just call it himself or the coach can call it. But the bottom line is Marquette High needs to get this ball inbounded.
Yeah, a Chris Webber would be deadly.
Possession arrows are also, so that's helpful.
They'll foul Gundrum quickly.
Man, oh man. I mean, Brookfield East did not do a very good job of denying there. That was a little too easy, getting that ball in. But we'll take it.
Gundrum, 4 for 4 from the line so far. Hoping to make it 6 for 6, put this game away. And that'll do it. Brookfield East isn't going to score 4 points in 1.3 seconds. And he'll knock down the second one.
6 huge free throws from Luke in the second half. 2 from Ethan Orr in the second half.
Canizzo missed the 3 for good measure, and that is a huge win for Marquette. Last time these two teams faced off, they lost Brookfield East by 31 points. Marquette with a great job tonight. We'll say goodbye to you. It's me, Brennan Murphy, Mr. Murphy, Brendan Engroff, Eliot Thorson, and Elijah Olson.
Yeah, thanks to the whole Hilltopper Media Collective for making this happen. That was a great game for the Hilltoppers. Thanks to everyone for joining us.
See you guys next time.
Good night.
Hilltopper Media Collective.